crackberry.com.
Hi everyone, Adam Zeiss here for crackberry.com. I'm going to take a run through of the Redfly mobile companion from Celio Corp. The Redfly is a device that lets you use your BlackBerry smartphone as a laptop to get the advantages of a full keyboard, trackpad, and screen to work right off your BlackBerry, which is great if you don't have Wi-Fi, internet connection, anything like that. It's fantastic. Open up the box. Quick start guide, 3-step process. Install the software on your device. Turn the unit on if it's plugged in or charged. Plug in your device with the USB cable that came with your BlackBerry, and you're up and running. You see there's Windows Mobile support as well. Next in the box we have the unit itself. We pull it out. It's about the size of a standard netbook laptop, which is great. You can carry this in pretty much any bag. It actually fit in probably a couple coat pockets too if you have a big trench coat or anything like that. See on the back there's USB ports, VGA port, really nothing else to it. Pops right open. Full keyboard layout, trackpad on the bottom, a couple buttons. See, it fits fingers pretty well. It's a little small. We'll get into that in a little bit. See the trackpad down here, buttons. Everything's pretty solid. I like it a lot. And there's the screen, pretty and shiny. Close it back up, and that's really all there is to that guy. And what else we got in the box is a accessory list: pouch, car charger, extra AC adapter, any of that good stuff if you plan on traveling, yada yada. And last but not least, AC adapter. Go ahead and pop the box open. Pretty standard fare. You can use the device when it's plugged in or off battery power. It runs for about 5 hours and actually charges your BlackBerry while you're using it, which is great. So we'll jump right in. Take a closer look at the device. It's very sturdy. I like the way it's built. It feels good. We'll go ahead and pull out my netbook and do a little quick comparison. You can see they're almost the same size. The Redfly is actually a little bit smaller than a standard netbook. This is an HP Mini. You can see the Redfly is a little bit thicker too, but they're overall about the same. Weight is about even. The Redfly is a little lighter, but overall pretty close to a netbook, I would say. So we'll pop it open again here. Let's take a quick look at the keyboards. You can see the netbook keyboard is slightly bigger than the Redfly. The netbook keyboard is almost too small to type on, so that it makes the Redfly keyboard almost that much more difficult to type on. The keys are very small. You can see here, we'll try to get them close enough together. We look at like the shift keys and the enter keys here on the right. You can see on the Redfly they're quite a bit smaller, so this does take some getting used to. It's a pretty decent adjustment if you plan on typing on it for any length of time. We'll take my Tour. Redfly currently supports the Tour, Bold, and Curve 8900. Plug the USB cable in the back. See there's an extra port there. We can plug in an external mouse keyboard. And we go ahead and plug the cable into my device. I already have the software on my Tour, so all we have to do is pop the button on here. It has an instant on feature on the Redfly, so we'll see a quick little splash screen, and then within seconds we're up and running. You see my display there. And we can go ahead and scroll through. You see the little icon in the middle, that is the trackball icon. So we have the 5-way navigation. So when I scroll along on the trackpad, it moves it along on the screen. We'll try to slide this up here a little bit so we can get a better look. When we scroll through here, you can see the icon moves. If you look at the Tour there too, you can see there's not really much lag at all, which is fantastic. So it's pretty straight up interaction. So you can scroll around, move in any direction as the trackball. You can also set it into mouse mode. And use it like a mouse you would, same as on a computer. I'll fire up the browser. I'll show you how you can scroll through. The browser is a little more difficult since the cursor's there. It's harder to scroll through, so it takes some getting used to. As you can see here, we try to go through. It's hard to select one, so I actually found using the arrow keys for something like this works out just as well. We'll go ahead and jump onto the Crackberry mobile site. I'm going to show you here the APIs for the unit don't allow to scroll down to the bottom of web pages and have the page continue on, which I found to be a pretty big hindrance at times. So once the page loads up here, we'll see you actually have to use the space bar or click the scroll bar on the side when you get to the bottom of a page. So we'll kind of show you here. It's hard to tell. I'll try to get a closer look. We're actually at the bottom of the page, but if we get into it, you can see when we try to scroll, we'll go back up top. We scroll down to the bottom of the page, we actually have to use the space bar. You can see there isn't that much lag. It's maybe a second difference between the actual device and the Redfly unit, but that was actually the most difficult part, was trying to scroll down the web pages. But overall, it's great. You see there's a dedicated end button here. There's also send button, shift and enter keys, enter for pushing in on the trackball, a whole line out up top of function keys. and go back out to our main menu. Keyboard overall, I'm not a huge fan. It's definitely a little small to try to type on for any period of time, but good amount of keys up top here. Bluetooth mode, all kinds of fun stuff. So that's pretty much it. We'll shut her down, and that is the Redfly from Celio Corp.